Kanye West recently had his website taken offline by his domain provider, Shopify. Now, if you know anything about the e-commerce business, Shopify is a platform where people sell merchandise, sell products, what have you. I've worked on over 150 websites as a web developer / digital marketer for nearly 16 years now. So I'm going to break down this entire process for those of you that have the entrepreneur spirit. Now, one of the things to keep in mind about this whole process is that Ye really didn't have to do this. He went out his way to get banned. It's currently been reported by TMZ, Kanye West's website, Yeezy.com, and all the Nazi-loving hated house are now off the grid. The site's officially offline. Just the day before the site went dark, it was selling one thing, a white t-shirt with a black sweater, something people saw after Ye dropped $8 million on a 30-second Super Bowl ad directing them to the website. The merch dropped right after Kanye West's anti-Semitic, racist, misogynistic rant where he straight up called himself a and professed his love for Adolf Hitler. But Shopify, which handled all the sales from the site, failed due to the content. Ye's site is completely shut down, so it appears his host platform also cut bait. For his part, Shopify says Yeezy.com did not engage in authentic commerce practices and violated our terms, so we removed them from Shopify. A source close to Kanye told TMZ his Super Bowl ad raked in $2 million in sales, meaning $20 a pop. He sold around 100,000 t-shirts, which is, to put mildly, absolutely disgusting. We also learned Ye pulled a fast one on Fox when they approved the ad. They checked the website Friday, and at that point, it was all just regular Yeezy authentic gear. This is just the latest platform to go dark on Ye. Even his pal Elon Musk censored him on X simply for the things that he do. He holds no regard for normalcy to what he does, which is Vanity Fair, by the way. It says Kanye West's X account deactivated after days of anti-Semitic posts. Yeah, it just goes in to say that, he said, I'm a Nazi. He called himself so fresh. West post tweets widely condemned by anti-hate organizations such as the Anti-Defamation League and the American Jewish Committee. Amid West anti-Semitic rants, celebrities such as David Schwimmer called on X owner Elon Musk to remove the rapper from the social media platform. It is unclear at this time whether West voluntarily deactivated his X account or if he was removed by force from the social media platform. His profile page now reads, "This account does not exist." In addition to racist remarks, West also spent the last several days on X defending Sean Diddy Combs and bragging that he had domination over his wife, Bianca Sensory. We can't stop a deranged bigot from spewing hate-filled ignorant bile, but we can stop giving them a megaphone, Mr. Musk. Swimmer wrote on Instagram, before West accounts were deactivated, Kanye West has reached 32.7 million followers on the platform X. That's twice than the number of Jews in existence. Whoa. His sick hate speech results in real-life violence against Jews. At one during this tweet storm, West wrote that he loves when Jewish people come to me and say they can't work with me. He also stated that he is never apologizing to the Jewish comments that he made. Kanye West is clearly an idiot. This is one of the stupidest guys in the world. Now, in the past, y'all have seen me defend West and say, he's been ridiculed. He has a deeper message. And in some aspects, I feel like he does. But in this aspect right now, for just being a blatant bigot, is completely ridiculous. I think he felt like at some point he didn't need the mainstream media. He didn't need these platforms because he was a billionaire. He reestablished himself as being worth, $3.2 billion as of recently, and just spending $8 million and running an ad to only have your website taken down. Let's dive into the website aspect of it. As I mentioned before, my background in being a digital marketer, in being a web developer, I've seen some of the wildest things when it comes to websites. I've managed $500 a month accounts in ad spend up to $1.5 million a month for different clients, $100 million businesses. I've ran campaigns and I've learned a lot. So as we dive into this, you see right here, it says Kanye West website on average with non-branded traffic was bringing in 143,000 visitors per month. That's right. He's bringing 143,000 visitors per month. That's from all over the place. That's from search. That's from Google. That's from social media. They're consistently going to his website. And if you know anything about e-commerce, at least 1% of the people actually convert. So if 1% of 143,000 people convert, that's a lot of people, especially when you're running a Super Bowl ad on top of that. Now, he has a brand that is known. He doesn't even have to really advertise. That's probably the only time Kanye West advertises at the Super Bowl. But during this, at the same time, it also stated that his branded traffic is 26.5 thousand. So people just naturally searching Yeezy in Google are coming across this website. They're going to the website, they're purchasing stuff. There's the credit card processors involved. There's a 3.5% transaction rate. With him being such a big celebrity, he probably has the best transaction, probably had the best transaction rate that Shopify had to offer. So for them to take him off their platform is a huge thing, because Shopify, 9 times out of 10, they would not put you back if you violate their terms of service. Now, the other thing about that is that his traffic costs. Now, if we're basing this primarily off Google traffic, Kanye West was bringing in almost 80,000 visitors per month from free paid traffic in Google. If you dive in and geek out with me for a little bit right here, it just shows you how the website was starting to climb up. It climbed, it dropped down throughout the year, and then it was starting to peak. It was just about to get his peak going on right here. And then it all got shut down because of him running his mouth and doing the most dumbest things that he could possibly do. We're already seeing the ramifications of his website starting to teeter off. It looks like he's lost 21% of his search traffic. So that's people that are going to his Shopify site and going to a blank 404 page, and they can't do anything about it. He can't do anything about it. Now, I know his team on the back end because I've worked on high profile projects, and I can tell you that on the back end of his website, what he's probably seeing is all of the sales come in. He probably still has access to all of that historical data, the communications, the SMS, the phone numbers, the emails to everybody that purchased. So people are likely, probably still going to get their product, even though the website is down for the customer front facing approach. But on the back end, he still has access, but he just can't make it live. So imagine having your website start to creep up, hit 402,000 visitors, drop down 125, 113,000 visitors, drop down January, 14,000 visitors, and it was about to take off. 169,000 is where it stopped. Now, if that ad would have continuously ran, you could have seen crazy numbers. Mindful, when that ad runs, it's going to run on social media. It's going to run on different platforms. So the traffic that comes in from that website, from those video ads are going to be crazy. And he's just really royally screwed himself out of a huge payday, because he made absurd amounts of money the last Super Bowl by doing the same antics, but it wasn't this crazy. Yeezy.com is going to take a huge hit. This is an unfortunate thing because, again, I like Kanye West. I like the old Kanye West. This new Kanye West is nutty. And it just goes to show you that stuff like this is going to hold him back. And again, if you need help with your website, you're looking to start a website, you need insight about how to get started as an entrepreneur, feel free to reach out to me. There's a link in the description, or you can hop on over to my website, caseydoesmarketing.com. You can book a call with me and I can dive into your project, provide you some coaching, or just guide you along the way in terms of generating traffic and building an online business. But again, Shopify took a major move on this. It seems like they care more about their users than they care about Kanye West in general. And so they told him he can take his money and go elsewhere. And it looks like he's going to have to do that again, because Kanye West has notoriously been unbanked for so many different reasons. And look at the traffic that he's also generating in Canada. You got to keep in mind, this is him generating traffic in Europe. Now, the numbers that I just showed you are just him generating traffic in America. So even when we run these ads here in America, there's still viewers, like a large part of my audience that I'm starting to realize are based in India and different places like that. And if you could hit that like button, it goes a long way. Drop a comment down below. Let your boy know what you're thinking, if I'm rolling in the right direction or I need to switch it up. But I feel like this is a good topic because I want to give people more depth to what's actually going on behind the scenes. And I feel like this is a good way to do it. So when you see things like this, you got to keep in mind that these are all the countries that Kanye West are touching. We just see one spectrum, which is America. Kanye West is an international artist. So with Shopify shutting him down, that means his HN Lang, which is the way his website will switch over to different verticals for different platforms, like here in America with .com In Canada, they're .ca. Other places, they're .es. And France is .fr. So all of those websites during his H lane that will flip to a different country language and price and VAT, which is like the tax that he would pay for shipping internationally, are all shut down. Now, sites like this will make money every minute on the hour. Now, he is completely gone off the map, and this is the sad thing to see. I feel like Kanye West had the opportunity to be bigger just by shutting his mouth and figuring out how he could push his ideas in a way that were accepting for the masses. You know, even when you go to his website and you like right here, you go and click on it. I knew instantly just by looking right here that this was Shopify, just because I've worked on over 150 websites. I knew instantly that they had shut down this site and this was going to be a problem. Kanye West, you have tricked yourself off the streets, my boy, in the worst kind of way. Like, as a web developer, I'm looking at this, like, this website, if it doesn't already, can make tens of millions of dollars a month. Now, you just messed up your cash flow. You just completely ruined your cash flow, dude. And just the perspective of going out your way to be blatantly disrespectful to the Jewish community is insane. Like, it's insane. Okay, you figure that you're just going to go over to X because Elon has made it the platform for free speech and you're just going to say ridiculous things and it's going to be okay. No, bro. There's limits. There's advertisers. There's people that make money off of these platforms and they don't want you spewing hate. And one last thing as we dive into this topic, because another important aspect is just not the homepage that's getting all the traffic. No. See, I knew right then and there that this was a Shopify just because that URL structure right there. And being someone that has worked on websites that have over 100,000 pages, let me tell you right now, Kanye West's website was very small. It looks to be roughly, it could be less than 200 pages. You know, a website like this is not huge. It's pretty simple. It seems to be like, you know, handmade things like this, like the collection page, which would house all his products. It's completely zapped. Look at this, dude. Look how much he's grown just in the EU, you know, in Europe, you know, in the last couple months. Like, he's completely skyrocketed. He dropped down drastically to numbers of someone that's just getting started, and then he just took off, and then he shot himself in the foot because he decided to be the worst type of human there is, which is someone that is anti-Semitic, someone that is racist, that says and spews the most vile information on the internet. And it's sad, man, because a platform like this, look at the topics. We can't go on the topics right now, but just look at the different pages, bro. All these different pages, rave, all these pages are money generating pages. You know, just one page on this website alone, not even a home page, could pay the average person's bills for the next 10 years. So he's lost 30 organic pages that are generating traffic from Google, listed over here. The homepage alone is ranked for 650 words. You've lost a endless amount of cash flow for being ignorant. That's the crazy part. He could have avoided this. He could have avoided this royally, you know. But again, as someone who has worked in the space of digital marketing, web development, SEO, paid advertising, video marketing, video editing, I've been doing this for much of my entire life. And I can tell you that this is a royal F up. He's been taken down in different ways, but they've never directly went for the website. So now he has to rebuild this thing off of their platform. If they allow him to take his media, that's the other part. If they allow him to take his media and move it to another platform, then okay. But the thing is are these other platforms going to allow this? Because guys like him, they have to move their platform off of the traditional hosting servers. Because when they're on the traditional hosting servers and they violate these terms of agreements, a lot of times these hosting servers completely block you out of the system. So he probably should build something from the ground up because this right here is ridiculous. But again, if you like content like this, you want to know more, you want to tap in, you want to get a one-on-one coaching, make sure you click the link in the description, kcdoesmarketing.com. I'll be able to help you out on a personal basis if you're trying to sell things on the internet, build a personal brand, or just grow as an online creator. Feel free to